I know it's been a while. It is June 30th, and I am almost halfway through my internship. So I just want to come and talk to y'all about what's that like working from home or remotely. Sometimes I'm not at home, but whatever, doing an internship, and then also just how it's going for me. One, how is it going? I don't like working from home. I mean, I think like COVID school was enough for me because I was able to sit through the class, interact through the class, and then have time. And there was flexibility in my schedule. And that's probably what I'm missing most, like the actual flexibility in my schedule. But right now, as an intern, I don't really have that much flexibility because I'm pretty much on like a 9 to 5, 8 to 6, 8, 7, however long the day is. And that's it. And I'm doing stuff. People are putting time on my calendar. I can control it a little bit by like blocking sections to work and, put my head down. But at the end of the day, I'm missing being able to go to yoga at noon because I felt like it. Right. So, I don't know. I'm just missing that a little bit. There's some days where I do go to the pool and I like take a break. Hopefully they don't see this and like fire me, but whatever. So, yeah, sometimes I do that, but really I'm just missing the flexibility schedule. And then there's no one here. Like I live alone. I don't have a roommate, so there's nobody to really engage with. And I love engaging with people at work, at school. So I constantly find myself like getting on my phone, texting my friends, wanting to FaceTime in the middle of the day just for some like engagement. And then another thing that's kind of annoying is just having to produce like something. So I'm working, let me back. I'm working for 3M this summer, and it's more of an internal consulting role, which is really cool because it's project based and I'm working with two different business groups. So it's giving me a lot of exposure and I'm learning a ton, especially with like client relationships. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it because I'm helping people solve problems. I'm engaging with them. But at the same time, it's like you have to really be able to produce something for the client on a weekly basis. And normally it's not like that. Normally it's like bi-weekly because the project is either like 6 months long, but I'm only here for 9 weeks. So having something to produce every week is a little aggressive, especially when you're depending on other people for information. There was no like, oh, here's all the information, Alyssa, and go work on it. I am actually having these informationals with different people in the organization to produce this data for me, and it's kind of a struggle. It's kind of a struggle, but it definitely is helping me work on my like influence without actually having authority, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, I know I'm complaining a little bit, but it's going well. It's going well and the money's good, so hey. Another thing I would say is having an internship as an MBA student is kind of similar to like interning when you're in undergrad. So for those of you that like took the opportunity to intern in undergrad, you'll know what I mean when I say it's similar. But for those that do not, basically, you're treated as someone who potentially could have a full-time, offer at the company. And so with that, the responsibility that's given is a little bit more than you expect, but at the same time, you have some leeway for error because you are an intern and it just allows you to navigate and move a little bit differently. Of course, you don't want to like mess up intentionally, but if you do kind of have some questions or concerns or you don't know how to do something, people are a little bit more open and receptive to helping you. And it's also like a free pass to talk to whoever you want to talk to in the company. So that's a tip I definitely would suggest you guys do, which is something I do all the time, even if I'm like interning or not. I take advantage of talking to people. Okay. The biggest thing that you can do for yourself anywhere you go is network. And so I started on day one setting up chats with people in my SMD group first. That's the internal consulting group, strategy, marketing, and development. And then I branched outside of the group and I went into different business functions based on where my projects were allocated, and then also just with the different organizations within the company. So that allowed me to talk to people about the culture, from 3 years outside the program to like 10 years outside the program. And they're giving me different perspectives. They're giving me insights. They're letting me know about the culture. They're letting me know, some secrets that you may not find out on the website. And that really helps you make a decision about whether the company is a place for you, whether this is the job that you want to be doing. Are you truly going to enjoy the work if you find yourself there full time? So, highly recommend reaching out to people, setting up coffee chats, whether it's 15, 30 minutes, just something to introduce yourself and get to know people, especially because in a virtual environment, Zoom burnout, Teams burnout, being on a screen all day is real. And so you have to be a little bit more intentional about it. And everybody else isn't doing it. Okay. Like, I know people will tell you to do it, but you have to remember that everybody isn't doing it. So if you go in top of mind, like, okay, I'm going to reach out to X, Y, and Z amount, people. They're going to connect you with some more people. Start early. Start early. You should be talking to people all throughout your internship, not in the middle when you have your review period, not towards the end when you realize that, oh, snap, I got 2 weeks left. No, start early, and then that way they can give you the tea, okay, as you are going throughout your internship and put you on to some people that you may not have been able to reach out to if you started later in the game. Early bird always catches the worm. Okay, so I'm rambling now, but those are my tips for internships. I'm having a great time, although I hate being at home. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see y'all next time. Hope you're having a good summer.